Okay, today we're going to show you how to do the seat repair here. First thing you want to do is you want to remove your hardware. 2 screws, 4 screws. Remove both the armrests and the front clip-ons. Okay, now that all the hardware has been removed, this will be the front of your seat, this is the back of your seat. So we're going to get our skin. And as you can see on our skin here, there is a line that goes across the one side, not on the other. That is going to go to the rear of the seat. Grab all of your corners and stretch them in. Press down on the seat so you're not just pulling the entire seat with you. Now, pay attention. I'm not sure if this is the right way to do it or not. This is the way I figured out how to do it. I'm going to pay attention to this fold here. This fold, I line up with this line here. Not necessarily inside, that's where I'm going to staple, but to this line. That's where I try to get the fold to. Our line's good, our line is good. My line is good. Now looking down here, and where the bulge is here, we want this to go on either side. Our line's on here to match. Okay, so once that's there, put your fingers just outside of reach of the staple. I do 5. I cross staple. I don't know why. I think it holds better. I don't know if it does, if it's a waste of staples. So now I'm going to flip her around. Look at my corners. So we're good. I'm going to give her a good stretch. Okay. That side's nice. I just checked those lines that are going down the center, like are on this center here as well. In the front to see how we look good. So we'll stretch that one nice. Run your fingers down, you'll feel that same valley that we're going to staple in. Okay. Now we've secured that side and that side. Now we're going to do our edges here, so we'll pull up on both sides, we can't reach. So I just get her nice snug. I'm going to do the same thing just down the edge, then you're going to feel that first valley as well. Fingers just out of reach. Okay, let's do the same to the other side. Once again, we'll give our corners a tug just so we're center. And then we're going to stretch it. Fingers in here. Hold that fabric in place. All right, let's just check to see how we look here. All right, so first I do see my lines are really nice in the middle, going down. I do notice on this one here, here's the hump. The hump is actually a bit this way. So you know, I see wrinkles here, wrinkles there. It's gonna stretch a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm really gonna stretch the front, and this one here is almost perfect. So I'll just stretch a little bit more in the back. Should be all right when we're done. Okay, you gotta go from the center now, work your way out to the edges. And the way I do it is I just keep going, I get her over. And now I got a big space here for me to hopefully not hit the finger. Not too far that way. All right, so let's stretch it here on this side now. Place our fingers in that valley. We can see here and here is looking really good. I don't like to go too much further than where our front clip is. Right away. We will go all the way though. Yeah, that's good for the stapler, isn't it? Well, we'll see how this Amazon stapler holds, I guess. Keeps falling off my bench here. Which really isn't a bench, it's a motorcycle lift, I guess, ATV lift. Now we'll do our other side here. The backs, would be the back side. I'm gonna start on this side again. Give her a good stretch. I'm looking at our bead. Looks good. Back to this side again. Pull up my corner. Tighten it up. Now I saw a lovely lady kind of showing me how to do this on YouTube as well on a different type of seat. She used heat. Now on the back side here, I don't usually like to go much further than there. This is the corner. Alright, so now we're going to work on our sides here. We're going to have to do some cutting, more stapling, but it's important to not have any bulges showing where people are going to see them and look ugly. Let's continue to work a little bit more, paying attention to our corner here. That's nice. Okay, now what I did is I relieved a little bit of the material so I could stretch it, not have this whole big bunch. Here is now I'm going to go work on this other side. And working on this side now, I can get it up to here and take that one fold. Is my plan from taking that one great big fold and just turn it into a one single small fold or no fold when I'm done here. Because once you pull that tight, you see that? You can get rid of that fold in there. There we go. So now we have folded it. We have folded it into this little bit of a wide brim here. It's doubled the material plus the material that was already in there. What is that? 3 layers thick. So, don't know if it makes sense to you or not, but the reason I do that with this extra layer is just it's 3 or 4 or 5 layers, I don't know how many ever is in there, holding with staples, and it looks really good. We are going to just clean that up as well later. And as before, we've got to start stretching and working the corner here. Okay, we're not going to go all the way to the end, right? We're just going to cut out some material here. That's the plan. And then I'll put this down. Okay. Double staple. Now let's see how good we're going to get this corner. We got that last one slicker than deer guts on a doorknob. So this one here, let's try this. Remember those folds I was telling you about? And that extra staple that helped me last time? That I'm not doing this time because it didn't seem to really hold in the fabric and it kind of ripped. I did put that second staple in there. I didn't tell you about it, but try to get away with it. Okay. So what do you think? This one here, not bad. Just got a little bit of a bulge, but that's it. I could probably stretch it out if I wanted to. Maybe I will. See what I mean with that staple in there? Now, so we're gonna start pulling up on this last corner here. Get up nice and tight. And get our wrinkles up there. Now, a few more wrinkles in the side on this one, so I'm gonna have to pull a little tighter here. There we go. Remember, here's that armrest that's gonna go there. And as before, I gotta start stretching and working the corner here. So we know we need to pull this here. Let's start it here. Okay, we're not going to go all the way to the end, right? We're just going to cut out some material here. That's the plan. And then we'll put this down. Okay, same thing. We got to get rid of some of this material here. Just too damn much. Now you can see down here, right through it, that V. That's kind of basically what I was cutting out before, right? Get some of that V out of there. But it's just to take up some of that space, because if you go too far, you're going to end up where you want to fold it and you won't have any to fold. You'll be looking at this gray bottom area. So now we'll start to fold it. It's going to give us that extra material that we want, that bulk here. And I say we, I'm no expert in this, boys and girls. Remember to get this tight. I'm just going to tighten this up. Okay. That's tighter. I don't think my other camera's working behind me, but essentially you get the gist. We saw it before. Let's see, I'm pulling this tight. I'm getting that flap with all the bulk. Inside there. Now, what I was doing on the other ones, and you can also do it if you believe is smart, is just, this is the flat, really bulky area. It's flat, you can staple anywhere in here. Triple X doesn't look good. Let's put another one. We'll put 4. All right. That 4 pattern just to match up. Okay. That looks pretty. We end up very tight. No big, is it still recording? Yeah. Okay. We end up fairly tight, and there is no big wrinkles that we're going to see once we're completely assembled. So, now that we're done here, we have to start with the reassembly. Make it a little bit easier, I am going to cut out some of the material. Now, what I have been doing is we've got 2 bolts here. Let's just cut this guy out. I still end it. That. Okay, let's do this other one here as well. You know what? We can just get rid of some of this right now. I'm going to show you how we're going to trim this all up here. Anyway, in the future. If you're wondering, why am I even leaving any material here? I think it helps hold. I believe the seat armrest gives you like a clamp. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. This is why I'm doing it though. Okay, let's get our seat down here. We've got our 4. Okay, so what I did there was I just started to snug up the bolts very gently and then tighten them the rest of the way. Yeah, we're just going to get these little guys started. Start it gently. Now, we got 2 more items to put on as our front hinges. One here, one here. They fit on like so. So if you feel them in there, you can see how they're going to go in. We need to open up these 2 holes, okay? So you can also feel where those holes are. I'm just going to cut that guy up. So why do I do this here as well, leaving this cut? Again, I don't know if this is right or wrong. I'm learning how to do this myself. I just didn't see any videos that I liked on YouTube on how to do it, like their end result. Please send me a link if you know of one. Reverse again. Zip it in there. Now these were metal inserts that I'm going into, but that reverse trick sure works. Now look what we've got. It tightened up the fabric here all the way around. It also is like a vise holding it down. Come to this side here, landmark our 2 screws, our unit, into our 2 screws. in that slice if you can get in there. Let's see, this guy started by hand. There we go. Now, this needs to be trimmed and make it look nicer. So all I do is I just follow along. Right where we stapled, there was a ridge on the front and a ridge on the back. I use that ridge as my template. Take out a knife to a sharp spot of your knife. And we're just going to, the less of a sawing motion you can make, the neater this cut actually looks. But if you have to do this, it kind of looks choppy. So I don't want to start this one this way, because I can use this edge to get me really close and really nice in there. So now, all I do is I just slide it along that edge that we talked about. Now I get to here, keep along that edge. Don't put the knife that way. I don't put it that way. Not into the material. I'm going to block the camera, but whatever. You'll figure it out. And there we go. So now that should be giving us a nice, neater look. See without that sawing motion how nice it turned out? Same thing. It's a little bit backwards for me, but it's alright. Yeah. Help if I had a sharper knife as well. I've been using this one here. I think this is, it's not the first seat she's had to cut. Put that way. Okay. Basically, what I'm getting at here, let's have a look at it. Look at the edge, how nice and trim. We've stapled in the valley all the way around. We've folded the corners, given the second row of staples. The big bulk should hold everything in all four corners, is the way I'm seeing it. Extra fabric underneath the handles and underneath the front hinges to help hold it down. Now let's look at our finished project. Like I said, I am no upholsterer, I've never done it before, but if you look at all of our tight edges, very little wrinkle there, not too bad there. Beautiful on the edge, beautiful on the edge. A peek at the front here. And there's our front. So I've got a tiniest of a pleat and a tiny pleat here. That'll probably come out when, you know, the heat of the day as well. These seats are going to get hot, they're going to stretch out, people are going to sit on them. Regardless, I think she's beautiful. Needs a little cleaning, and there you go. Hope you liked it.